Right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 22nd Annual Garden State Film Festival. It has begun, my friend. The first official day, Saturday. Films are rolling. Films are going. And
the rain is pouring.
And the rain is pouring. So you have nothing but stay inside and watch all these amazing films at the film festival. My name is Ming Chen. I am at the beautiful A Shared Universe Podcast Lounge at the Berkeley Hotel in the beautiful city of Asbury Park, and I am here with the amazing Lisa Black.
Oh, you're so kind.
Yes,
Thank you.
Filmmaker, screening today, Saturday at the CRANFORD Theater at noon.
At noon,
yes.
in the CT29 short film block.
Yes, for sure. And what is the name of your short?
The name of the short is the Fast Track Program, and it was written, directed by Nick Wilkinson, a fellow Delawarean. I was born and raised a Jersey girl, but I currently reside in Delaware. So Nick Wilkinson was our writer-director. I produced it. I also have a small ensemble part in it, and we are up for Best Ensemble.
Yes, you are.
With Satomi Hoffman, Ryan McCarthy, Wally Marzano-Lesnevich,
yes,
and Scott Goodhue. So that was our main
I want to talk
cast.
about Satomi in a bit because
Yeah.
I met her met her last night.
She's fabulous.
But before we do that, can you tell us about the Fast Track Program?
Yeah, the Fast Track Program, it was written sort of a little bit, and I think people will appreciate this. It was written because Nick Wilkinson and I have been working on a feature film that he wrote, and he was considered directing the feature film.
Okay.
And so what I had said to him, as any good producer does, I can't really go ahead and kind of embrace you fully unless I actually see you actually direct something.
Okay.
So he wrote this short film. It's based on a couple of novels actually that he wrote about corporate, climbing the corporate ladder, breaking the glass ceiling, and women, breaking the glass ceiling. But there's a little bit, if you haven't seen it, and I don't want to give it away, but there's a little twist to it. But it's a corporate satire.
Okay.
It's a satire. It's a black comedy.
It was kind of like an audition in a way.
For him, a little bit. No, kidding. He was excellent. I have to tell you, it was one of my favorite sets ever to be a producer on.
Yeah.
He had every shot planned out beautifully. It was a happy set. We were SAG signatory, and because a lot of SAG actors in it. And my DP, cannot forget my DP, Luca Fantini. Luca Fantini just was the DP of our son that premiered at Tribeca with Luke Evans and Billy Porter.
So you had an all-star team,
I had an all-star team. And our friends and family were extremely generous to us, gave us a lot of locations in Delaware, and crewed up. And I brought some crew from Boston. And our post was Goldcrest out of New York.
Okay, so you're not messing around.
I'm not messing
Goldcrest
around.
is the cream of the crop, my friend.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that cream.
And hopefully that it comes through when people see the short.
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. So what was it like shooting in Delaware?
Anyways, it's interesting because like I said, I reside in Delaware. So
Right.
does Nick. We don't have a tax incentive. Nothing great like the state of New Jersey or New York.
It's
or
hard
Georgia.
to have a tax incentive when you don't charge sales tax.
Well, there you go.
Right.
This is so true, my friend. It was fine, but you know what we did, which I think is hilarious, is we shot this film over a day and a half over Super Bowl weekend.
Wow.
Crazy,
Okay.
because one of the locations we had to switch because of the fact that the bar wanted to open up early.
Right.
And in the last minute we didn't. So we rushed one of the scenes where people were piling in, drunk, getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And my poor sound mixer, bless his heart, was like, I'm going to die. But we pulled it off. We pulled it off for sure.
He was. I'm sure your mixer was cringing.
Yeah.
And
It's
can you drunks just shut up for this one take? It's like, yeah, right, whatever.
Yep. And our friends, we shot it in the old MDNA building. So
Yeah.
MDNA was a huge part of our economic culture in Delaware. But obviously, they moved out. And our friends actually had a law firm in there, so they let us use their law firm. So a lot of friends and family helped out. But Nick had a real command. He had a real command of the set. He had a real command of what shots he wanted. And when you see the short, it has some clever shots. And then the performances, again, super grateful that these SAG actors came down. And I've worked with Wally and I worked with Wally and Ryan McCarthy before. In a feature film called Almost Paris.
Okay.
Which actually was premiered here as well, Garden State. So.
I God bless this festival.
Yeah,
And,
this is my third time, 2 features, Almost Paris, and I had the opening night film, The Birdcatcher, in 2019, which was right here at the
Asbury
at the
Lanes?
convention. No, it was at the
here.
convention hall.
Oh, right, when that was,
So it was fantastic. 1,500 people sold out.
Yeah.
So I was
we missed the Paramount and
but I'm
Convention Hall.
super glad you came. And then we had Almost Paris here, which
Right.
was Domenica Cameron Scorsese's, Martin Scorsese's daughter's first feature, and then now the fast track program with the short. So we're super honored to be back, and they loved it. And Wally, I think, has had 9 shorts here. So great bunch of people.
But 3, they're very selective here. That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm saying. So
honest. And,
super honored, super honored.
And as they should be, they get a lot of great entries.
They
and,
do.
When you're selective, and you watch the films, like, wow, these are really good films.
Yeah.
Like, they chose the right ones.
They did. And again, we're super, super honored because, a first-time filmmaker, by the way, over the age of 60, and he's going to kill me if you're watching.
No, it's a badge of honor.
Yeah, but I
It's a
think it
badge of
is.
honor.
I support all kinds of filmmakers. So, but I think when you see it, you appreciate it. And we have great soundtrack as well. So our music supervisor was Alicia Richards.
Yeah.
So I have to give credit where credit's due to my
Everybody,
crew.
yes.
You have to, right?
Credit everybody for sure.
No, but the story's great. I mean, anybody who is of a certain age, and I hope I could say that, who climbed the corporate ladder. I came from corporate America. I wasn't always in the film industry. I worked for some pretty big corporate Fortune 500 companies. But as a woman and you climb the ladder, sometimes you're just like, how do I get to the C-suite? So this is really kind of like a pun on how do I get to that C-suite?
Right.
So
is it all about this?
And there's Heather.
Yeah. Is it all about the C-suite, or is it?
Exactly.
Is it worth it?
Exactly.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
At what cost?
Yeah. Did you get to see it yet or no?
I have not seen it yet.
Yeah. I don't want to bury the lead, but I will say Satomi, who we were going to talk about, who's amazing. She was on The Phantom and the Opera for almost 16 years. Yeah. She is a prolific actor, and blessed to have her. She had a lot of input as well. I think at one point we had her in some suit clothes in the beginning, and you could just see that she was like a little nervous, and it all takes place over the course of one day.
Right.
Hello, let's just gotta make it all day. But at the end, she decided to change her outfit at the end. And again, don't want to bury the lead, but it really makes it very impactful. So when you have actors that really believe in what's on the page,
right,
and believe in the project, and we gave her that autonomy to kind of give some input, and she was absolutely right because she's an absolute badass. And then the other thing I do want to say is we did shoot with a friend of mine, another Jersey boy who was my stunt person, in a river in the middle of February. He was fly fishing.
Okay.
So we had a lot of locations. We
No
had 1,
small
2,
feat.
3, 4, 5, 6 locations over a day and a half.
You're insane. How do you?
It was hardcore.
I guess the only way to do that, you said, you guys were very prepared.
We were.
I had everything. I get maybe shot listed out.
Nick had everything shot listed out. He worked with Luca Fantini, our DP, and I have to give props because my daughter, who is an Emerson grad, Beatrice Black, she was just recently working on CSI New York and Good Fight. Excellent line producer / first AD / art department. Right. So she had 3 roles. So I have to give a shout out to my daughter because I could not have done it without her.
Yeah, I can't even get my groceries done in a day and a half, and you shot a whole short, and got into the Garden State Film Festival.
And got into the Garden State Film Festival and Rehoboth Beach Film Festival. And we submitted to, I think, 30 more. But super glad that this is like our first major one.
Yeah, those other 30 film festivals, if you're watching this, you need to take it. You need to take it, accept it, and then give it all the awards.
100%. 100%.
Laurels for days.
Yeah, laurels for days, for sure. I mean, I think what I love about Garden State Film Festival is the audiences.
Yeah.
And that's the thing when you pick festivals as a producer, you have and especially an independent producer, right, you have a limited amount of money that you can put in for waiver codes and things like that. Yep. So when you're making the selections, this is definitely one that you love because not only are the organizers great and the festival itself, but the people who come truly appreciate independent features. You know, the audiences show up at 9 o'clock in the morning if you have a 9 o'clock in the morning screening. They show up at 9 p.m. And, you know, they really embrace the panels. They embrace wanting to meet filmmakers. And that's one of the reasons why you want to go to a festival, is that you're highlighting your talent and your crew and your people. But it's also about meeting other connections. And so I've met a lot of great filmmakers. And I've also met a lot of great audiences, you know, that just really inspire you to say, okay, I'm going to go on and, you know, do something else now. So that's what makes this.
Yeah, about the audiences, especially here at the Garden State Film Festival, 22 years. So they're very passionate. They're knowledgeable. They love film.
They come out.
Yeah, they come out, and they're as enthusiastic at 9 a.m. as they are at 9 p.m. as they are at midnight. Whenever the screenings are there, and they participate, and they laugh and they cheer, and they're really amazing. And you know, on the flip side, you know, we had COVID, and there were a couple of the virtual fests. You might remember those in 2020.
I do remember that, and they handled it beautifully.
They did.
They absolutely did. I mean, everybody and their brother was just out of fish out of water, didn't know how to do it. And I give Lauren Concour and Heather and Diane Raver. I mean, they really rallied to be able to pull something off.
They did. But you know, the one thing I missed was the networking. Yeah, you know, exactly. It's, you know, the films are awesome. The fest is great, but I'm also here for the networking, to meet other filmmakers, to meet other cast crew, and I love it when I see people congregating and networking one year, and the next year it's like, oh yeah, we made a short together. Like, oh, you met here last year, and now you came back and you made a short. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I take Wally for instance. So Wally Marzano Lesnovich, and he's had 9 shorts here, I think he said to me yesterday. But you know, Wally, Ryan, and myself, we've worked together. Wally and I and Heather, who's one of the board members, they have a feature film that they're developing. So you're absolutely right. Things develop and come out of these kinds of networking relationships that become long-standing, become, you know, that's we're a collaborative industry.
Right.
I think people forget that. Right, we're a collaborative industry.
Well, I think
so. It's not like, oh, only me. No,
right.
It's about how can I serve you? How can I serve you? Even if I don't have a dog in the fight. I mean, that's just me as a producer, but.
I think it's just part of the Hollywood machine. They love focusing on individuals, right? You know, here, this guy's the star. This is the big director. You know, they might highlight a producer here or there, but it's kind of about individuals. Like, all right, well, there are 72 people on this crew that worked very hard, and you know, if you lost one or two of them, none of this would have happened. So
that's absolutely right. I mean, it's especially independent film, and I think you know, the more what we found with the writer's strike and with the SAG strike, and possibly the impending IATSE strike.
Yes.
But you find that we have to lift one another up. If we don't, and we serve at the you know, we're always chasing the five, the top 5, or this or that. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, don't dumb down audiences. You'd be surprised.
Right.
For example, do you know what the #1 film on Amazon is right now?
I don't.
Would you like me to tell you?
I would love to know.
It's called Upgraded.
Okay.
And there is absolutely nobody in it except for small, tiny parts of the great Marissa Tomei and Lena Olin.
Yes.
But the entire lead cast is nobody.
Yeah.
So, and it's the #1 film.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Yeah.
So as you have to remember, take some risks, distributors, you know.
Just go ahead and do it.
Just go ahead and do it, because audiences, if they love it, they love the material, they will respond and be happy. And you know, hopefully later today at 12 noon, when our film is, I think, the 3rd in the block.
Yes.
The fast track program. Hopefully people will actually get the, you know, the black humor, the black comedy, the satire. I think they will.
I've no doubt they will.
Nick, the writer, he's British,
yes,
born, raised, and has been living here in the States. So he's a dual citizen. So there's some really nuanced humor in the way he writes, which I love.
Right.
As a producer, you're always looking for, you know, filmmakers or creatives and writing partners that you know, can bring a different perspective.
Yes.
And I manage also a lot of writers and directors, not many, but good ones. What I love about Nick is that he serves a particular POV and a particular audience that I think are craving for the kinds of films that he writes.
Right.
So and he's funny. I mean, he reminds me of like the Full Monty or Mighty Python. It's this really nuanced humor.
Okay, clever. It's clever
He's
humor.
super clever.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super clever. And so we do have this feature film that we are putting together that we've been developing in tandem, which is how we started this conversation, called The Oldie Boys.
Okay.
And he plays recreational football because he is from Britain.
Okay, football
he
as
doesn't
in
say soccer.
Right, football as in European football.
European football.
Yes.
He is a gigantic Manchester United fan.
Man U, okay.
And he's a Man U fan. And he wrote the entire screenplay to be set in Manchester, in Northern England, with the small exception of there's a couple of scenes where they start out in eastern Pennsylvania or where we live, right over the border of Delaware. And there are a group of men over the age of 50 who play recreational soccer 3 times a week, but they're getting up there in age and their wives are like, it takes up too much time or whatever. So basically think of it as Full Monty meets Wild Hogs meets City Slickers or, 80 for Brady.
Right.
So, and they just travel to the United Kingdom and they compete in this Masters tournament. It's like their one last hurrah. But the best part about it is that one of the main leads, who's over the age of 50, his daughter is a female soccer star going to Division I soccer because soccer is huge for women in this country.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So there's another joke, right? There's a juxtaposition of, men's soccer is not exactly great, but women's soccer is very popular. So she becomes their coach.
Wow, okay. Okay, so it's kind of a full circle.
It's a full circle.
He's passed down his passion.
So he is coach. She's coaching these, older men. And it's just a love story for the love of the game. It's a love story for Northern England, where Nick resided, and we have a great cast on board. We're just waiting for the last lead to be casted.
Right.
But the great David Harewood is attached.
That's amazing.
Who's in Homeland. We have Ray Fearon, who was just in Barbie.
Right.
We have Leanne Best, who was in Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for that Di Giordano. So
Right.
I can't say who it is, but I have an offer out right now.
Yes. So
we hope
tuned,
to go.
everybody.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
And then who knows? It may be playing here at the Garden State Film Festival next year.
I hope so.
It may be the featured film. You don't know, but I have a good.
You don't know.
I have a good feeling.
Just
You've
don't
been
know.
there already, so
Yeah, I opening night feature. I mean, I have to say it was it was an absolute honor. It was an absolute honor to have the opening feature. But again, sometimes people say, "Why do you make short films? Why do you produce short films?" Right? And a lot of people
what's
say
your
that.
answer?
How do I? Even last night, somebody had said, "Okay, you can't make any money back on a short film." No, that's not why you do it.
No.
You do it to be able to see how a team works together.
Yes.
In this case, that was the Fast Track program. You do it to allow these wonderful people, these creative people, to come together and just create.
Yes.
And that's why we do it. And so, keep doing that. Keep going. Keep making short films because they're just as important as features.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's how you get the kinks out. That's how you get to, figure out who you love to work with. And as you said, you collaborate on other things.
Yeah.
Whether you wrote them, whether you produced them, whether you're in them. So and
you never know. You may shoot that short. It's like, I think we got something here. Let's
like a proof of
expand on
concept.
this. Yeah.
Exactly.
This could be a great feature. This may be a pilot for a long running series.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And there's a lot of production going on in the States. So a lot.
Yeah, take that one wacky idea.
Take that
write,
one wacky
write,
idea. Take
write
a
it, write a
risk.
short and shoot it in a day and a half, or maybe a little longer.
It's
but
absolutely.
or
if you have a really good writer director who also allows you to actually be in it. So I'm on screen on this one.
Yeah, that's as you should be. You're very dynamic.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah. Are you? Do you insert yourself in a lot of projects?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But funny enough, I will say on a small feature film that I did with Nathan Adloff called Miles. It was Molly Shannon, Missy Piles, and did Miles come here? I believe Miles was also here. And the great Paul Reiser was in it. And Nathan it was a volleyball movie, family, feature. And there was a scene, typical, producers, we wear many, many hats.
Yeah.
And we didn't have enough people to play the parents at the volleyball game.
Right.
So, I had no makeup on or anything. And the director goes, here, just stand here.
Yeah, we need a pushy parent out there, yes.
Cut to, right? He's like, I promise you won't be in it. I promise
of
you won't be in
course.
it. Cut to opening, the premiere of the film.
Yeah.
And it's on one of those big theaters,
Right.
And there's this huge screen, and I'm sitting next to Nathan, and not only am I in it, it's like a cut to my full face.
Oh, yeah.
Double chin.
You got a close up.
And he was
Double
loving
chin.
it. I was like,
Double
oh,
chin.
there's my Hitchcock moment.
Yeah.
So yes, sometimes somehow I end up in there.
Right.
But no, this was the first time I actually had real lines in it, and I Ryan McCarthy, to work across the great Ryan McCarthy, was hilarious, and I'm firing him in this. So, or I'm actually the person who helps you when you get fired.
Right.
They're going to find you another job.
Right. The
And
HR kind of transition person.
That's right.
I've been there.
Transition.
I've been there.
So it was super hilarious
Right.
because Nick's like, here, play it like this. And we kind of wanted to play a little bit with Nick and say,
Right.
just go back and forth because we know each other.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We played it straight.
Yeah.
And we were like, it was, I had the best time. So I owe Nick a great, honor that he allowed me to do that.
That's amazing.
I don't mind being on screen. I think
nor
in my
should
third
you. I
life,
think,
I'm going to come back and take all the roles of the great Betty White. Gray hair, just keep playing grandparent.
Yeah, witty and sarcastic.
Witty,
and
sarcastic.
With that timing. That timing. It's all about that timing with her.
Exactly. But I'll take all those roles gladly.
I mean, Betty White, Lisa Black. I think it works perfectly. I think it works perfectly.
Do you want to play grandparent? Sure.
Yeah.
Sign me
call
up.
Lisa Black. Yeah.
So anyway, back to the Fast Track program, please.
Yes.
I think we sold out the screening. So
I think
super hoping is maybe they'll give us a second screening.
Yes.
Maybe you'll get us a second screening.
Yes. Give the
here in Asbury, which would be kind of nice too.
Yeah,
as well.
for sure. So Cranford Theater.
The Cranford Theater
today.
Cat 29.
Yep.
But maybe some people might not show up because of the weather. So there might be some other tickets that open up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Sundance. So get in the standby line. You might get in.
Ming, you're great though. I mean, I really appreciate having me. Anything else you want to chat about, or we're good? Or?
I think we're good. Yeah, we're here to talk about you, so not me. But we have plenty to chat about. But we'll do it off mic for sure. So you're amazing.
You're so kind. I appreciate you. No, I appreciate this opportunity.
Yeah.
And notice that we get up really early. Ming and I were early risers.
We were here early.
We were here early.
Yeah, you were here. You were here.
9:30.
Yeah, you're here. Half hour, 40 minutes earlier. And I love that. I love it.
I mean, what do they always say? Jim Jarmusch says it. He's like, if you show up to set on time, you're 15 minutes late.
Yep, exactly.
I'm just kind of one of those people. So
yeah.
But I'm fun to work with. Oh, you want to know one fun fact about we had on the Fast Track program?
Yes, please.
I gave everybody a crystal to hold in their pants.
Yes.
And I think that helped.
Tiger
eye. Some people had an amethyst.
Smoke quartz.
Smoke quartz.
They're
somebody had a
powerful,
rose
my friend.
quartz. But I gave everybody a crystal. I mean, try to day and a half. We knew we were going to be like hustling.
Yes.
And we really didn't have too many hiccups.
Yeah, you need
at
the
all.
best, all the good
we
aura
need
you can get.
all the good vibes.
Yes.
So there's
all the
my
great
new
color
age
energy.
cookie,
Yes.
but it does work. So try that tip, everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Just those crystals can add up. They're expensive, so I don't know if you worked that in the budget or not, but yeah, for sure.
They were just little ones.
Okay,
like little pebbles.
Let's support your local New Age store.
Support your New Age store, and there's a lot in New Jersey.
There are.
There's actually a local one right here down the street. So.
Yeah. Big shout out to Earth Spirit and Red Bank. So,
there you go. See, you do. So you do know what I'm talking about.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I can take all the good energy I can get.
You have to take the good energy, especially Tiger's Eye, because you never know.
You never know.
But yeah, no, it was super fun. I think everybody will totally get it. If you remember the movie Heathers.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm an 80s kid. Yes.
Yeah, you get it. You're an 80s kid.
Christian Slater, yes.
Christian Slater and Winona Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
It's that.
Okay.
It's a satire.
Amazing.
But it's super fun, and anybody who ever had a job in corporate America will tell, as you just said,
That's
you
percentage.
You did that transition.
I did it. I got out, and I never want to go back. So yes, so that's why I do this.
Yeah. Although my favorite line he did write for me was having to say lickety split.
Lickety split.
We'll get you back into the workforce. Lickety split.
Lickety split.
I was like,
who says that? Who says that?
Nick. Lickety split.
Yes.
But it gets a laugh, so maybe that's why he did it.
That's amazing.
But I'm super honored. He's one of my favorite people to work with. I look forward to working with Nick on many, many, many other projects.
Yep. Stay tuned, everybody.
You know what? He actually even wrote kind of an Agatha Christie Glass Onion.
Mystery.
He did.
Oh,
he did.
okay.
He did. That we're gonna hopefully shoot in the fall. So we're going hard.
Amazing. Lisa Black in the kitchen with the lead pipe. That was yes.
No, I'm not going to be in that one. Maybe.
Okay. I hope.
I don't know.
I'm
The party
pulling-
scene.
I'm pulling for you.
It's a political murder mystery.
Okay, I'm
Because
definitely-
we live in the state of Delaware, so you can imagine what
Nick-
family it might be about.
Nick, get her in there. Get her in there, Nick. So, Lisa Black, the Fast Track program, Cranford Theater today, noon.
Yep.
Yeah, go see it. And
Appreciate anybody who's already bought a ticket. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
the support. We really appreciate it. And Ming, I really appreciate
Yep.
you to let me come out and sit on your couch and
oh yeah,
have a chat.
absolutely. Anytime, my friend.
It was
Anytime.
fantastic.
You're amazing.
Oh, back at you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
right, thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
for watching Garden State Film Festival. We just started, everybody. Films rolling all weekend long.
Yep.
If you're anywhere near Asbury Park, come on down, gsff.org for tickets and info. Or if you're not here, we'll be online. We're going to be streaming all day. I think we've got like 20 of these lined up today.
Yeah, you do. You
and
do.
we're going
Yeah,
all the way
for
through.
sure. Yep.
But yep, again, Lisa Black, the Fast Track program.
Thanks.
Cranford Theater.
Cranford Theater.
Noon. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you again.
Oh, appreciate you. Thanks so much,
Thank
Ming.
you so much.
Yep.